Hi, everyone. Welcome. You are joining the 30-minute flow class. This is the lunchtime flow class if you are taking it live, which is 12 o'clock on Mondays. If you're East Coast, that's lunchtime for you. And it'll give you that opportunity to maybe move around a little bit, at least step away from your desk or the couch or however you are working from home or being at home today. So, welcome. If you're watching this at another time, again, this is 30 minutes. It is a flow class. It'll be pretty gentle and open level. I will give you a heads up that we will be doing some closed hip twists. So that will be taking that belly and finding those deep twists through the low belly. If you have any low back or disc issues where those twists are not meant for you, that doesn't mean this practice isn't for you. There's lots of places to work with this. So just play around with it. But as you know, being in a nice small virtual studio, you have full access to me. So even if you aren't taking the class with me live, have questions, need some cues or ideas for modifications, don't hesitate to reach out to me. I am more than happy to provide that to you. You can even set up a little call and do like a little virtual visual too, if you have any questions about how you can modify for your practice. So just start to settle in. Feel your sit bones rooting down towards the floor. Feel your hands resting on your thighs. And now maybe you can start to settle in and close your eyes. Now, no matter when you are taking this class, something may have been going on beforehand, even if it was just running around trying to set up the computer. So let's all take a nice deep full breath in through the nose and exhale, sigh it out through the mouth. Let it go. Ooh, feel those shoulders get heavy. And then just let your breath find its own rhythm. And that's a reminder too, when your day starts to get away from you, or if you feel things start to bubble up, then just taking that full inhale and then an exhale, letting it go, can do wonders. On your next breath in, draw your hands towards your heart. Let your thumbs rest right at the center of your chest. Feel your shoulder blades drop down your back. Feel the crown of your head rise up to the sky. Maybe you even imagine that there's a string right at the top of your head helping to lift you up. Just stay here for a moment. As you sit with attention, draw attention inward. Give your body a scan. Notice how you are feeling right now. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, slowly open your eyes. Namaste, yogis. We are going to stay seated. I'm just going to move my blanket aside. If you have any props that you're sitting on, go ahead and move those aside unless you prefer to sit on the blanket. Just then bring your sit bones right to the very edge so it feels almost as if you're about to tip off of it. And then come to a cross-legged seat of ease. You might want to flex your feet to give your shins a spot to land on. And then hands can come onto the thighs. We'll take a couple neck rolls here. Again, especially if you are taking this around your lunch break, it's really nice to remind yourself to start to open up. And of course, these are things you can do while you are sitting in your chair when you need just a quick little breather and you don't have those long walks to the bathroom, to the kitchen, to all those places that you might have if you were in your office. So tuck your chin towards your chest and nice and slow, just begin to make some neck circles going in a clockwise direction. Maybe even close your eyes here. Not only will it help you maybe from getting dizzy, it helps you to come inward. On this next rotation, next time your chin lands towards your chest, take that in the opposite direction. Go ahead, go counterclockwise, nice and slow. Starting to feel the body soften. Feel yourself loosening up. You've got one more rotation. And let your chin come towards your chest. And nice and slow, stack your head back on top of your shoulders. Hopefully it should be feeling a little more open here. And then we're going to take that same action into the hips, going first in a clockwise direction. So you might lean forward a little bit and then take a little roll over to the right side, back, and to the left. If you'd like, you can certainly Bend those elbows. I've got my hands resting really gently on my knees to give myself some space here. You might notice your circles are small. You've got one more rotation in this direction, and then next time you are forward at 12 o'clock, go ahead and reverse it. Nice. You can let your head be down. Again, you could maybe close your eyes. Let's start to investigate the shape, how the body feels. You've got one more rotation. And then next time you're at 12 o'clock, begin to stack each vertebrae one on top of the other. And you almost feel as if your tailbone has now put itself back into the pelvis. Hopefully your back is now feeling open. Once you're ready, meet me, unwind those legs. We're going to come into a tabletop. And now I want you to notice, sometimes when we start a class and you go right into cat and cow, it feels super tight, right? You feel both cold and it doesn't feel like a fluid motion. Maybe right now, as you come to that cow pose, drop your belly, lift your gaze, feel almost a little tug of your palms towards your knees in that cow pose. And now exhale, feel as if you're pushing your palms to the front of your mat. Come into cat, chin towards the chest. Maybe it feels a little more fluid than it normally does. Take two more here. Nice deep full breath in. Come to that cow pose. And exhale, chin to the chest, round the spine. Find cat. One more. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, come to cow pose. And find that cat posture. Chin to the chest, around the spine, push the floor away. On your next breath in, come to excuse me, come to a neutral spine. I knew that was coming. I could feel it. Take your hands, walk them about half a handprint forward. Tuck your toes, press into the balls of your feet, then lift up and back, downward facing dog. And from here, this might be your first down dog of the day, of the week, of the month, of the year. Just go ahead, pedal out the feet, bend opposite knees. Just allow yourself a little movement here. Breathing into the back of your legs, noticing how they feel. The head as you let it go, the back as it feels nice and strong, those things we've been working on. So now it's time to open up the legs, and then you will have that whole body warmed up here. All right, on your next exhale, let your heels melt down towards the mat. Find your down dog shape. Inhale, lift that right leg up to a three-leg dog. Take a look forward, and as you exhale, knee comes towards your nose. Step your right foot between your hands, left knee and shin. Come down onto your mat. Feel that right knee coming forward, reaching towards your toes. Nice big long stretch here. And then as you inhale, walk your hands back. Start to straighten your right leg. Right toes might even turn up to the ceiling. Keep that left hip zipped in. You're taking this half split or a runner's lunge. Exhale, walk your hands forward. Bend your right knee. Let that right knee come forward. So you're really feeling that movement through the hips, but especially that left hip right now, right? We've got two more like that. Inhale, walk the hands back. Straighten your right leg. Right toes might turn up to the ceiling. And exhale, walk the hands back. Come back to that really deep lunge. Last one. Inhale. Walk back. And exhale, come forward. And then make sure your hands are in line with that right knee. Now move that right knee so it is over the ankle. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee, step back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in, take a breath out. Left side, lift your left leg up. Exhale, nice and slow. Bring your knee towards your nose. Step your left foot between your hands. Right knee and shin come down onto your mat. And again, first let that left knee come forward. And then inhale, walk your hands back, take that half split. Now those left toes might turn up. And then exhale, walk the hands forward, come forward. Two more. Inhale, walk back. Left foot up. Don't lose that right side. You want to try and keep it zipped in. And come on back to that lunge. Last one. Slowly begin to straighten that left leg. Walk those fingertips back. And then come into that deep forward lunge. And then hands frame your left foot. You want your left knee over your ankle. Tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, take that step back, downward facing dog. Nice work. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, take a stroll up to the top of your mat, finding forward fold. Press into your feet, rise all the way up to stand. Take a big breath in and exhale, hands to your heart. Lift your heart up towards your thumbs and then drop your hands down to your side. Tadasana, but with a nice proud heart. Now readjust your feet. They could be directly underneath your hips, or you could certainly bring them together. Big toes touch as we come through 2 rounds of sun salutations. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead. And exhale, dive forward, plant your hands. Step your right foot back. Downward facing dog. Come forward to plank. As you exhale, lower all the way down. Untuck your toes, rise up to a low cobra. And then lower down to tuck your toes, press up and back. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg, step it forward, low lunge. Right arm lifts, take a twist. Sweep your right hand down, step your left foot forward, press into your feet, rise up to stand. And exhale, dive down, starting to notice that movement and connection of breath. Left foot back, downward facing dog. Come forward to plank. With control, lower down to your belly. Of course, option to tap those knees first. Untuck the toes, low cobra. Lower down and tuck your toes to press up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale that left leg up. Step it forward, low lunge. Left arm lifts, take a twist. Sweep your left hand down, step your right foot forward, press into your feet as you rise all the way up to stand. We're gonna do that one more time each side. Dive down, plant your hands. Step your right foot back. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana. Inhale, come forward to plank. As you lower down, if you're feeling spicy and want to lower halfway down to chaturanga or all the way down, up dog or your cobra as you breathe in, up and back, down dog as you breathe out. Lift your right leg, step it forward, low lunge. Right arm lifts, take that twist. Sweep your right hand down, spring the left foot forward, press into your feet. Feel that energy rise up through your legs, through your spine, reach those arms up to the sky and dive down, plant your hands. Left foot back, downward facing dog. Come forward to plank. Again, maybe you lower halfway down or lower all the way down. Up dog or your cobra as you breathe in. Up and over those toes, down dog as you breathe out. Lift your left leg. Step it forward, low lunge. Left arm lifts, take that twist. Sweep your left hand down, step your right foot forward, press into your feet, rise up to stand. We go right into our standing sequence, lower down, plant your hands. This time just step back to down dog. However you get there, take a full breath in and a full breath out. Lift your right leg, step it forward, warrior two. Once you plant that right foot, pivot that left foot down, rise up. Take a look down, make sure you can see your right big toe. Inhale, straighten the right leg, arms lift up, parallel the feet towards the left. Now turn your left foot to the back of the mat, bend the knee, open up, warrior two to the back. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Again, pivot those toes, flying warrior. Turn your right foot to the front of the mat, bend and open, warrior two. Cartwheel your hands around and down, low lunge. Step back, downward facing dog. Nice work, left side. Lift your left leg. Step it forward, warrior two. Cartwheeling up and open, nice and strong here. Straighten your left leg, arms lift up, pivot, turn your left foot towards the right side of your mat. Then turn your right foot to the back of the mat, open up two to the back. Straighten your right leg, lift those arms up. Nice strong legs, strong arms, then turn your left foot forward. Bend and open, warrior two. Nice. Breathe in. Exhale, cartwheel your hands around and down from your low lunge. Take a step back. Downward facing dog. Nice work. Now, in between this round and the next round, I'm going to offer you an optional vinyasa. So you can stay here in down dog, or if you would like, inhale, come on forward to plank. If you took that plank, lower down to the mat your way. Heart lifts up as you breathe in. Up and back, down dog on your breath out. Now we're going to take that sequence. We're gonna layer a little more onto it. So inhale, lift your right leg up. Step it forward, warrior two. Feeling nice and strong. Feel that's really opening up through that front body, strong back body. Straighten your right leg, parallel your feet, flying warrior. Turn your left foot to the back, bend and open, warrior two. Rise all the way up, flying warrior. Two to the front, turn that right foot forward, bend your right knee, open up. Turn your right palm up, sweep it back, peaceful warrior. Straighten your right leg, let's exhale. Triangle pose, reach that right hand forward before it comes down. Left arm lifts up, open up the chest here, breathe in, breathe out. You got one more full breath in here. And full breath out. Take a look down towards your right foot. Start to bend your right knee. Cartwheel your hands around and down as you turn your left toes forward. Left hand stays on the mat. Lift your right arm up. Take that twist. Sweep your right hand down. Step your right foot back. Downward facing dog. Nice work. We're going to go straight to the left side. Lift your left leg up. Step it forward. Warrior two. Cartwheel pivoting up and open. Straighten your left leg, turn your toes towards the right. Turn your right foot to the back of the mat, bend and open, warrior two. Flying warrior, straighten your right leg, arms lift up. Turn your left foot forward, bend and reopen, Virabhadrasana two, warrior two. Turn your left palm up, big sweep back. Straighten your left leg and exhale, Trikonasana, triangle. That left hand reaches forward, that right hip goes back. And then your left hand finds a spot on your leg, maybe your ankle, maybe the floor, maybe a block outside your left foot. Open up that chest, feel that back body nice and strong. Breathe in, breathe out. You got one more breath here. Turn your right hand forward, cartwheel it around and down, low lunge, turn your right toes forward. Keep your right hand on the mat. Lift your left arm up, take that twist, nice. Exhale, lower your left hand down. Take that step back. Downward facing dog. Now yogis, you have an optional vinyasa here. Last one of the practice, if you would like it. Inhale, come forward to plank. If you took that plank, lower down to the mat your way. Heart lifts up as you breathe in. Up and back. Down dog as you breathe out. Nice work, yogis. Now your choice. You can walk up to the top of your mat for a forward fold, or if you would like, you can step your feet together, bend your knees, look between your hands and hop to the top. However you arrive, fold over legs, and then press into your feet. Rise all the way up to stand. Take a big breath in and draw those hands to your heart. Tadasana. Nice work, yogis. All right, from here, you're up at the top of your mat. You might have a little space between your feet. Hands at your side. Proud heart, lift it up. I want you to always think about lifting that heart up and forward. You might even feel those shoulder blades. Not that you want to draw them together super tight, but still think of that action of them maybe coming a little bit more towards each other to remind you to stand tall, stand proud. Now, bend your knees. Sweep your arms forward and up. Utkatasana, chair pose. Drop that weight back into your heels. You feel your quads fire up here. Now, if your arms are lifting up, which would be great if they were, imagine you have a block between your palms. You're trying to squeeze it together to keep your chest lifted. Drop into your seat, maybe a little lower. Take a breath in, take a breath out. Now, bring your hands to your heart. Stay with me. Here is one of our very deeper anyway, closed hip twists, where we'll be twisting across the low belly. If that's not for you, stay here in your chair pose. But if you are twisting, take a breath in. And as you exhale, take a twist towards the right. Your left elbow will come to rest either on your right thigh, or it might even be able to come outside your right thigh. Your hands are still together in that prayer. Could you use that prayer if you're twisting to open up a little deeper? Right elbow goes up towards the ceiling. Use the press of the hands to take a deeper twist, feeling your belly sliding across your thighs, turning towards the right. You've got another breath in. And another breath out. Slowly begin to unwind. Plant your hands down. Step your right foot back to a low lunge, your left foot back, excuse me. Step your left foot back to a low lunge. Tap your left knee down to the mat. Nice work. Now, from here, you could maybe take this a little deeper. So if you were taking those closed hip twists, I got another one for you. Walk your right hand onto your right thigh. Lift your left arm straight up. If you're not taking that twist, just stay here and lunge, work with that. If you are taking the twist, big breath in, lift up the hand over towards the right side of your mat, then that left elbow will come outside your right thigh. Try not to press it into the knee, really see if it can come towards the nice meaty part of the thigh. And maybe the palms will come towards each other. If they do, can you use that action of pressing the palms into each other to maybe twist a little deeper? That right elbow is nice and sharp, pointing up towards the ceiling. Now you could stay right here if you'd like to take it a little deeper. Tuck your left toes, lift your left knee. Now make sure that right knee is over your ankle. Use that action for a twist here. You've got one more breath in and one more breath out. Nice. If you are twisting, unwind, low lunge. If your left knee was still on the mat, lift it up, take a look forward. Step your left foot to meet your right and just hang out here. You can soften your knees, maybe hold your elbows. Take a little sway from side to side. If you took a hold of your elbows, release them, let your arms hang down, and press into your feet. Let's rise all the way up to stand. Take a big breath in. And then draw your hands to your heart and to your sides. Tadasana, proud heart. Again, reset your feet if you need to. Last time, last side. Bend your knees, sweep your arms forward and up, chair pose. Drop that weight back, tailbone's turning down towards the floor. Your gaze is forward, so don't drop that head back. But again, you can imagine those palms coming towards each other. Little block there. Breathe in, breathe out. Draw your hands in a prayer. And if you're taking that twist with me, take a breath in. And on the exhale, now right elbow goes outside the left thigh or rests on top of the thigh, but could have come outside the thigh. And then if you find that action, can you use the press of the palms into each other to maybe twist a little deeper? Breathe in, breathe out, keep dropping that seat. Nice work, breathe in, breathe out. Let's unwind. Drop both hands down, step your right foot back, low lunge, tap your right knee down to the mat, untuck the toes, nice. Now from here, again, if you are taking that twist, left hand is gonna come onto the thigh to start. Inhale, lift that right arm up. Get a lot of length here, reach those fingers up. And then as you exhale, sweep that right hand over to the left. That right elbow may come outside the left thigh. Don't push it into the knee. You gotta keep it above that knee. And then from here, maybe those hands find each other. And once they find each other, if you could take it deeper, press the palms into each other, really bring that attention into that left elbow as it points up to the ceiling. Keep your left knee over your ankle. Want to take it a little over that ankle. Nice big twist here. Breathe down to that low belly. Inhale, exhale. One more breath if you're with me. And then if you're in that twist, unwind. Hands come down. If your right knee is still on the mat, lift it up. Step your right foot forward. Again, one more time. Take that little sway from side to side, release. Amazing work, yogis. Maybe nod the head, yes. Maybe shake the head, no. Now from here, halfway up, flat back, like you're looking over the front edge of your mat. Your fingertips can either be on your shins or they can be on your mat. Just take that look forward and then nice and slow, begin to bend your knees. You're gonna come down to sit. I'm coming into a toe squat to get myself down to sit. You can always bring your hands to your side and lower your seat down, however you get there. Sit tall, hands come onto your shins, lift your heart up. We've got one more pose before we get down onto our backs. We're gonna come into Navasana, boat pose. It's a reminder to keep that heart lifted and engage that core. So from here, I want you to lean back a little bit. You feel your tailbone catch into the floor. Bring your hands behind your thighs. Could you float your right leg up? Could you float your left leg up? Can you lift your heart up a little more? Could you release behind the thighs and reach your arms forward? Again, imaginary block. If this is all too much, you can bring your hands down to your sides. Keep those hands behind your thighs. You take where it works for you. Could you extend those legs? Keep reaching your heart towards your toes. Find that balance. You got it. You've got 2 more breaths here. Last one, breathe in. Now as you exhale, keep your chest exactly as it is. You may bring your hands behind your thighs. Slowly plant your feet down to the floor. And then could you release yourself right from here down to the floor? Maybe reach those fingertips forward. Unroll the spine one by one. And of course, if you needed to, the hands could be at the sides and lower down. However you get there, rock those shoulders from side to side. Nice work. Feel the upper body release, starting to relax into the mat. Let your knees fall in towards each other. You can let your feet go a little wide. Feel your low back connect into the mat. So now it just feels like instead of that natural curve of your spine, it's just one long line, your whole back body on the mat, and breathe into it. Now you could stay right here if you'd like a little movement. You can begin to windshield wiper, dropping the knees to the right. Inhale them through center, and then drop to the left. You can do that a few times with a lot of attention, using the breath, super slow and mindful. Now, if you are windshield wipering, next time you're over to the left. On your inhale, come back through center, and then heel toe your feet back in line. So your heels are in line with your seat. Then draw your knees in towards your chest. Your hands can come onto your shins, maybe give a little sway from side to side. Now you've got that natural curve back in your spine, but you're still feeling your pelvis and your tailbone pretty heavy down to the mat. You can make a few circles here if that would feel good. And then draw your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze. And once you're ready, on your exhale, I like to plant my feet down first. Then bring the arms to the side, turn the palms up, and one by one, extend one leg, and then the next. Letting your feet splay open, feeling the upper body give way, feeling the hips give way, feeling the legs give way. There is nowhere else you need to be. Even if your mind wants to go to planning out the rest of your day or what you need to do, what you need to do right now is be here, giving your body this final recharged connection. Nothing else but to let the efforts of your practice settle deep into you. Begin to draw your attention back to the surface. Starting to notice a deepening of your breath in and your breath out. Begin to wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Maybe let the head gently turn from side to side. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, bend your knees, plant your feet, and roll to your side. And before you pop up, just take a moment. Call to mind what you need for the rest of your day. Think about gathering that up. But as you gather things up, is there something you can leave behind? Something you don't want to carry with you into your day ahead? Leave that behind on the mat to make more space for the good, for the energy, for the light you have and the light to share. Press your hands into the mat. Slowly come back up, finding a seat of ease. Once you arrive, close your eyes or soften your gaze. Draw your hands up towards your heart. Lift your heart up towards your thumbs. Proud heart, filled with this spirit, energy, and light that you have and are now ready to share. Breathe in. And as you exhale, bow your head towards your hands to honor, seal in your efforts, your practice today. And yogis, I am so grateful to each and every one of you for showing up, for being here, for sharing your energy and your practice with our virtual studio community. The light in me bows to the light within each and every one of you. Namaste, yogis. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if you are joining me in the library, I would look forward to hearing other classes you might like to see there or live. You can always message me on my Instagram. It's at Tam Turse. Or of course, leave any messages or any comments in our Sutra app. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful day.